Larry frankly speaking baseball. And I'll tell you what, the College World Series is in full swing. And boy, if you're missing these games, you're missing some great baseball. We'll get it down to the nitty gritty here in the College World Series. Last night was no different. LSU versus Tennessee. Who would be eliminated? It ended up being Tennessee as the LSU Tigers went on to a 5-0 victory in that game. LSU jumped real quick. They jumped on the board real quick, getting a 1-0 lead in the first, and then it was Dylan Cruz in the ninth inning, hitting a 2-run ding-dong, diggity-dong home run over the right center field wall, sealing the victory. Now, what will this do? This sets up a rematch against Wake Forest, who they lost earlier in the week to 3-2 when Bennett Lee had that incredible game for Wake Forest, both defensively and offensively. So, this is what happens. Wake Forest wins one of the next two games versus LSU. They are in the finals. If they lose to LSU the both games, LSU will represent bracket 2 in the finals. Now, I'll tell you what, Wake Forest pitching has been tremendous. Last two games versus Stanford and LSU, only giving up 2 runs, but their offense has been a little bit slow, only accumulating 3 runs in the last 2 games. So, will Seth Keener, who I would believe would be pitching tonight, 7-1 on the year, 2.33 ERA, 86 strikeouts, 64 innings, will he be able to continue this unbelievable, impressive, devastating pitching that Wake Forest has had so far in this tournament? Or will it be the bats? Could it be the bats coming alive? Brock Wilken and Nick Kurtz leading Wake Forest. Either way, they have to go ahead and win one of the next 2 to go ahead and get in this tournament, the championship tournament. So we will see what happens. That game will be 7 p.m. this evening. I believe the game will be on ESPN. And there was another elimination game yesterday. That's right. We got another bracket to talk about. Yesterday, TCU, that's right. TCU was playing Oral Roberts. And what they do, they went on to win this game 6-1. It's kind of amazing. The first 2 runs that TCU scored, they didn't even have to swing the bat. First one, Brooks Fowler walking a run in the second inning. And then Joshua Alcaravejo went ahead and balked in another run in the 4th inning, making it 2-0. Then they had a big 4th inning, a 4-run 4th inning, which was highlighted by Anthony Silva's 2-run single. You got to ask yourself again, how does TCU get in? How does Florida get in? TCU has 1 loss. They will have to beat Florida, just like Wake Forest has to beat just like Wake Forest has to beat LSU 1 of 2 games. Florida wins 1 of 2 games. They're in the championship for bracket 1. They're in the finals. Otherwise, TCU has to win 2 in a row. Now, TCU is on a roll. They won the last 2 straight games after losing to the Golden Eagles 6-5. Florida team, they are led by Wyatt Langford, 18 homers a year. They have 6 guys, double-digit home runs. Meanwhile, you've seen TCU yesterday, Anthony Silva, Braden Taylor, both lead these teams. We'll find out within the next 2 days who's going to the championship finals in college baseball. I'm Larry Frank, frankly speaking baseball.